What's going on, guys? This is Boogie, and welcome back to another Aether Gazer live stream. Today, I'm going to be exploring patch 1.2 and going through HEL's story event. I'm try to knock this out in an hour and a half, 2 hours, hopefully. Got the notice that the event is live. Creator scan program. I did apply for that. Ooh, nice. Maintenance compensation and guild rewards. Okay. I'll grab that later. That's a sick animation right there. Alright, so we got character trials, the new A rank Senkubo, and then Shu and then A Suki. Then we have the outfit trial for A Senkubo and HEL. We also have, as an addition to our roster, I'm not sure if it will show up here, but yep. So we have new difficulty for Hazard Zone Cleaning, 11, 12, and 13. We can go straight to 13 if we want to, which is nice. I'm gonna do that. Oh, not unlocked yet. So you have to do, okay, so you have to do 10 and then it will reset, hopefully. Not the internal reset, but that item that they sent to your mailbox to automatically reset so you can go on to the next difficulty. Hopefully that is the case. We also have more causality stages. 5 extra causality stages. Assuming they work like the other ones. So that's good. And no updates to the past corrector stages. Still need to get through stage 9 and 10. Probably do a video for that. Alright, cool. So I did already reset that. We have a new, let's say we have a new battle pass. Pretty sure I got through the last battle pass. It felt quick. I wasn't really paying attention to it, but I just stopped noticing that I was getting updates for the battle pass, so hopefully I already claimed all the rewards. Okay. Let's switch over to English for the story's sake. And let's get going. Incubus. Okay, this is the mode that will unlock over time. Guarding the camp. Oh, this is the mode that's gonna unlock over time. Yeah. So, Incubus Butterflies is the event story. Tomb of the Butterfly is completing into the disaster zone. The butterfly returns. So this will unlock until once we reach some point in the story. And these stages, these modes won't unlock until later on. We have, okay, so it has a direct link to the new causality stages as well as supply. We have a new event shop. That's good. So we have a sticker. We got some reconstructors, some tier 3 modules. Bun analyzer. Seems like how you get the spill cube. Stray pieces of data spill in an unstable state collected, analyzed, and stored in a cube to strengthen the support effects of Bun 1. Seems like a mode where you can adjust your difficulty. You need spill cubes. Not sure how you get those, but I guess we'll worry about that later. Let's go into Incubus Butterflies and start the... Oh, so there's 3 different... Okay, so there are 3 parts to this stage. Well, top left says part 1, part 2, but Mystery Zone and Mystery Zone, so... interesting. Okay.
Human beings are like a collection of memories. A person only really begins to vanish once forgotten. As long as one person remembers, they still exist in some form, even if their soul has disappeared. The Great Hall, pieced together from fragments of memory, was to her like a place of rest and repose. But without her, there is no place I can call home.
Yep.
From now on, this is no longer your home. And you are no longer my sister. Go, Helena. And never return.
That's her real name, Helena.
Why, Venna? Why? What have I done wrong? I just want us to be together. Please, please, I beg you, don't leave me.
I'm impressed.
Miss Hell, you're awake. Excellent.
She actually sounds good in English.
Support. I'm not sure if you remember tonight's plan. I'm aware good sleep is a rarity for you, but I ought to remind you we have to get going.
A low electronic voice spreads out throughout the darkness as moonlight mischievously avoids this corner.
So long-winded, gang laddie.
Silver-haired girl opens her eyes. The dressing down returns the black coffin behind her to customary silence.
Venna.
She got that coffin on her. I wouldn't be messing around with a girl walking around, floating around, technically, with a coffin on her back. She looks down from the night sky, stands up, and nimbly descends from the roof. She is keenly aware for whom she would be paying her respects soon, just as before. A sense of unreality clings to me upon waking. I try to fight it for some time before finally opening my eyes onto a white ceiling.
So? Awake?
Yeah, what's the result?
The structure of your cerebral cortex appears very stable. No abnormalities discovered.
Well, that's good. So what were they? Fantasies of my own imagination?
If you're unsure of my findings, I'm perfectly happy to open up your brain and let you confirm it yourself.
I don't think we need to do that. Thank you, that won't be necessary. Yeah, I don't want to split open my brain just to check something.
Just in case, we also had a look at the status of that mark in your body.
What mark?
I'll just give it.
Oh, we got a Stellaron inside us?
Its fluctuations have grown somewhat frequent, but it's hard to determine whether that's actually relevant here.
So to sum up, we're not sure what exactly is going on with your body.
Puberty. Uku sighs, obviously a bit frustrated. She then turns to pick up some sort of device.
Administrator, are you able to go into more detail about what kind of illusions you're seeing?
Drugs. Came out of nowhere. Looks like glowing butterflies. Very unreal.
Put together all of the eyewitness reports Korg sent us regarding the phantom butterfly. Just like what you said, basically. An apparent phantom that suddenly emerges prior to a partial or full loss of self-control. There are also a number of eyewitness reports of butterfly sightings prior to the ghost of an old acquaintance or loved one. But it seems you have no experience of that particular symptom, have you, Administrator?
A ghost. I haven't. No. Is that another common illusion then?
Not really. Eyewitnesses all report conversations with their ghosts, reflecting some sort of actual consciousness. You could call that a kind of spirit.
A conversation with someone's deceased spirit. Reminds me of something that happened in Sasanami.
But this is
Sasanami.
a little different. The
Sasanami.
ones here mainly revolve around some kind of spiritual entity.
Anyway, Administrator, it's getting late. You really should get some rest. We'll keep an eye on these phantom butterflies. If you find anything else, be sure to notify us.
Understood. You guys should also get some good rest. But my colleagues don't seem that the least bit interested in finishing up for today. I leave the treatment room with a strange sense I'm missing out on something.
Is there a problem in the Sapphire core?
If there is, it's not reflected in the observational data. I'll need time for a more detailed check. If the issue is in step with the cycle, then...
The corridor is eerily silent in the dead of night, its only activity being the faint glowing of lampposts. I wonder what it is about this night in particular that makes me so uncomfortable. I suddenly develop an inexplicable feeling that I am on the verge of realizing something incredible, like someone has opened the curtains of my mind to let in fresh rays of sunlight. I have difficulty maintaining my balance from the sudden onrush of emotion when I see a dark butterfly at the end of the corridor for a moment. Who's there? No response except the echo of my own voice across an empty corridor. I rush over to where the butterfly had flashed past and look around. Nothing. Anything that had been there was already gone. That feeling, somebody's watching me. Is my mind playing tricks on me? I try not to let whatever had just happened get in the way of my good night's sleep. I flop onto my pillows and into a world of dreams. I wish I could lucid dream, man. I wake up in a half-dreaming darkness, my mind blanketed with fog. All I can see is a pale white light dotted with freckles of... it's the black butterfly again. I reached out to it instinctively. The butterfly hesitates, circling around once again and then landing on the tip of my finger.
See me? Here.
I'll go back to manual. It flaps its wings once more as if to emphasize the reality of its own existence as I stare at it in utter amazement. I want to say something, but nothing comes out. The black butterfly continues talking as if any acknowledgement from me was entirely superfluous.
If you can see me, then please come to the place filled with white flowers. I have something I want to tell you. Please.
I hear the faint sound of the fragile wings take off as the black butterfly transforms into a point of light hurtling toward my chest. My vision fades like an unplugged television. There is no more white light or black butterfly, only her words resounding between my ears. Something incredibly strange just happened. Why am I crying? I reflect on the fact I have no answers as my world fades to black. Seems like we're getting visions and dreams and all that. I'll be right back. I go get a drink. Back. Oh, probably should oh, this is the stage we can actually fight. A quake struck the Duskfall area of Einsof. Shu dispatched the rescue team, with admin leading a group of modifiers. Rescue mission. Alright, let's play with the new HEL here. She does have a skill chain with her. And let's rock her.
I'm ready.
Let's rock Suki since I never really used her. Let's go through her details here. So maxed out level 80, 25% crit. Okay. She has her signature functor. Reduces her divine grace cost by 5 when firing. And increases the base damage. Okay. shoot more and shoot with more damage. Gotcha. Her skills, normal attack, fires a series of shots at the locked on enemy using her magic handgun. I like how they named it there. I like the nomenclature. Dealing shadow damage equal to 466.1%. Attack in total, I mean that's at level 35, which is the max for an S rank. Can go all the way up to 45 for Omen. Pretty sure. Nightmare Harvest, skill 1. Sprays shots at enemies to her front using her magic handgun, dealing shadow damage. This cost, it grants 10 divine grace on hit, which is nice. "15-second cooldown channeling." Skill 2, Spectre Blast. Ganglati takes on the magic cannon form and fires a shot in the locked on direction, dealing shadow damage. Grants 15 divine grace. Skill 3, Execution. Ganglati takes on the cannon tower form and fires multiple cannon shots in the locked on direction. Each shot deals shadow damage at the cost of 20 divine grace. Other stats do not affect divine grace expenditure from cannon shots. And if you have the functor, it'll only take away 15, I'm assuming. When in cannon form, the mod is immune to control effects, though she may not move, use skills, or the ultimate skill. And she can only rotate horizontally to aim. Reduces the damage taken by 20%. And every 1% of max HP loss also expends 1 divine grace. Ganglati exits cannon tower form when divine grace runs out, or with a manual exit. So you get 20% damage reduction. You'll slowly lose divine grace as you take damage. However, each shot you fire costs 20, and look at the access key here again. It will reduce by 5, so you only need 15. So instead of 5 shots, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, you can get off, what's it, 15, 30, 45, 60, 75, 90, 105. You can get off 1 extra shot, essentially. But I don't see any part where you can gain divine grace. Right, so ultimate skill, Judgment from Above, summons multiple magic cannons that fire in the locked on direction, dealing to enemies within range 4 scattered strikes, with each strike dealing shadow damage. All teammates get a 30% shadow damage boost. Nice, okay. For 10 seconds upon skill cast. Grants a 15% alt skill charge when mod or a teammate triggers 0 time. Effect triggers only once every 0.5 seconds. Dodge skill. It's just a regular dodge, but it also grants you 30 divine grace when you enter 0 time. That's awesome. Too bad you can't really dodge. You can't dodge when you're in cannon form, right? You can't move, so. Okay. Maybe my opinion will change about her. These are the sigils we're running on her. We have Ship of Theseus. Increases crit rate by 50% for 3 seconds when Divine Grace is consumed. Regains 10% of Divine Grace consumed for a trigger after crit rate boost lapses. So every 3 seconds, we're getting 10% of our Divine Grace. Yeah. Okay. I guess it can stack on top of each other, right? Then we also have Dark Plague, increases shadow damage, and then deals an additional 3% of attack, plus fixed amount damage that ignores defense. Okay. Codes, we're using the yellow code. The yellow code, Sanctum of Calamity. First node takes 20% less damage during execution when in cannon tower form, so we're getting an additional 20% damage reduction, so 40% in total. Second node restores 3 divine grace every second. Oh, just off rip, just 3 seconds, every 3 seconds. That's nice. Okay, so you can probably get off more than 6 shots when you have Hell's Functor. And then normal attacks no longer grant, divine grace. That's the trade-off. Okay. I guess it's fine because all of her skills does give you back divine grace. I'm still not too comfortable with like divine grace users or energy users. Like, I understand how traces work and rage works. I'm not really that familiar with divine grace. I mean, I know I play Janae, but still, like, I don't really pay attention to it. I just pay attention to the cooldown and see that it just slowly builds back up. And then node 3 increases divine grace limit by 20. So instead of 100, you have 120, which means without the functor, right, you can shoot 6 already. But with the functor, you can go 15, 30, 45, 60, 75, 90, 105, 120. You can shoot out 8 shots. That's crazy. Okay. And probably even more because you're automatically getting 3 divine grace energy every time. So takes 20, right? So every second, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21. So if it takes you more than 7 seconds to get off all 8 shots running this Aether code set, you'll be able to shoot one more time. But that's all on paper. That's what I'm assuming from what I've read so far. I've seen gameplay. I'm not usually a fan of long range in action RPGs. I'd rather go for an open world setting if I were to use a bow and arrow or sniper somewhat. But maybe my opinion will change once I actually get my hands on Hel and play with her and see if I do like her gameplay. If I do, then that's big trouble because I won't be able to summon for Hel. Not Hel, Hera. Both of them really want their functors, from what I've heard. So, yeah, let's get it. Not really sure what the best entry code is. You should just run meow for everything, but yeah, let's go with that. I don't get much time to reflect on the strange dream because the peacefulness of my morning routine is immediately disturbed by a sudden violent shaking. What feels like an earthquake rocks my room for the better part of a minute. The adrenaline banishes all fatigue from my head. What the hell is going on? What the hell?
Hey, rookie! Wakey wakey! Urgent mission! Report to the command room at once!
Mimir's eager voice resounds through the comm system without any of his customary somnolence. That's the first one I said that word. I find quite a few modifiers already there when I arrive. What immediately draws my attention is an enormous black coffin by a window and a girl leaning against it with her eyes closed. Her long, gentle silver hair seems to sparkle under the sunlight, and yet there is also something profoundly cold about her. I shudder inwardly and look for some familiar faces.
You're finally here. Miss Shu's been waiting for quite a while.
Sorry I'm late. What's going on? Does it have something to do with that quake?
Indeed. Einsof has just been hit with a violent quake, and without any forewarning. It's inflicted terrible damage on the Duskfall area.
Shu never lifts her attention from the holographic map and continues to issue battle commands. Things were obviously bad.
I need you to leave right now to assist the worst hit areas and work with other teams to eliminate nearby Bisbane
It's like
threats.
fourth impact from Evangelion.
Admin, this is
A
a
random
sudden,
earthquake.
unexpected event. It's up to you to make decisions in the field.
Understood. We'll head out right away. Disasters are always sudden and always indiscriminate. Nothing makes you understand that more than when your boots hit the ground. The sense of hopelessness and utter destruction hits me like a sledgehammer once I set foot in the ruins of the once magnificent municipality. My ears are immediately assaulted by a combination of crackling fires, weeping, and the sound of thousands of people. The roads have been ripped up and buildings flattened in a scene straight out of hell. Hell. A disaster of this magnitude really highlights the weakness and frailty of the human condition.
This quake hit so hard.
Yeah, you're telling me.
Terribly destructive.
Can you hear me, admin?
Crystal clear. What happened, Miss Shu?
I think you have seen the scene. It's the largest quake we've ever recorded since observations began, far in excess of any of our predictive models. We would typically let Korg handle the rescue, but it's so bad we'll have to work with them, on top of eradicating Bizbanes.
Don't worry about that, Miss Shu. We'll take care of it. After all, we've got the administrator with us.
Good. And beware. There's something deeply disturbing about these quakes. I suspect there will be encroachers around. Proceed with caution.
Shu anxiously terminates the call. The seriousness of the situation was fairly self-explanatory, and so I thought it'd be best to put the matter... God damn.
You all right?
Maybe I didn't get enough sleep last night, but I'm fine. Don't worry about me. Let's just focus on the task at hand.
Got it.
Very good. Not gonna lie, I'm so much more invested in this story than the last events. Like, I know it's summer and all that, but still.
Let's go take a look.
Kind of like how she just floats in the air, like, kind of like Naruto running, but not really. Okay. What the skill chain or normal attack string? Okay. Skill 1. Okay. And it looks like you can move around while doing that. Skill 2, like a sniper shot, and then skill 3 turn into the cannon. Okay, so you can rotate. And if you're using a mobile controller, it's actually your left analog stick, which is interesting. But I guess it kind of makes sense because you are stripped away of your movement, but still it just kind of messes with my head that I can't use my right stick to turn the camera. It's left stick. Okay. Oh, no, I didn't mean to do that. I was trying to shoot the thing with my right trigger. So how do you shoot with the controller? Okay. So your normal attack shoots. Whatever you use for your normal attack is the button to shoot the cannon. And then how do you exit? Can you exit without the... Oh.
Let me borrow that. Target eliminated.
Okay. Okay, I think it's RB. Right bumper. It's right bumper to exit. Okay.
Time to end.
Normal attack. Left stick to turn. Normal attack to shoot. Right bumper to exit. All right, let's get started.
This wound doesn't look good. Don't move. Let me help you.
Fine. Thank you.
I'm sorry, but could you tell me what happened?
I'm not sure. There was a sudden earthquake. I ran out of the house. And I ran into a monster. A real monster. He was on the road. It attacked me. I survived by the skin of my teeth. Is this some sort of horrible nightmare?
He sounds like he saw some shit.
You'll be fine once you wake up.
Really? A dream? Oh God.
Excellent. We've handled the basics.
Now we can leave the rest to Korg.
The monsters they are talking about sound like Fizbane's administrator. There'll be others trapped inside. We should move in to save them.
Agreed.
Stay alert and watch your surroundings.
Lifeless execution. Yeah.
I'm not sure if I'm a fan of like the sound effects for her bullets. They sound like tiny pellets, like I'm like tickling them. I mean, if we're looking at the damage at the health bar, I am literally just tickling them. But this is skill 3 or skill 1. Okay. And we're gonna go into skill 3. So you don't have to pay attention to the actual reticle, just the direction of the cannons pointing at, basically, because you can't aim up or down, only left and right. It's kind of a weird mechanic, but okay.
So warm. Utterly annihilate.
Okay, first impressions. Looks like her most damaging skill is the cannon form, and you can go in and out of it anytime you want. It doesn't have a cooldown like skill 1 or skill 2. However, you will escape it, or you will be taken out of it once your divine grace runs out. So I guess like you don't want to get the most out of it. You probably want to enter it only when you're at max divine grace.
Let me borrow that. Target eliminated.
Forgot to look at what her ultimate skill chain with Zenkubo does as well.
Mission finished. Anything else?
It's a cool windscreen though. I like that.
Boy, am I good or what? I think all the Fizbanes in this area have been dealt with.
Search the area. Check for any injured personnel or Visbane you might have missed.
Excuse me?
A man's voice comes from behind me. Just when I began to let down my guard, the voice is weak but enough for me to stretch my nerves. We see a man dressed casually in formal black attire with a messy head of hair and visible rings around his eyes despite a pair
I'm
of
sorry.
shades.
Did I frighten you? I just wanted to ask, are you the rescue team?
That's right. And you are?
Thank heavens. Someone's come to rescue me. Huh. I'm a doctor at a nearby clinic. Here's my license.
They got some really good voice actors for the civilians.
Earthquake, and then these bizarre creatures. I've just been hiding here the whole time. Could you take me with you?
The gaunt fellow appears rather hesitant and afraid of rejection.
You'll be fine. Those creatures were a piece of cake. Wham, bam, done.
He sure is a lucky guy. Just light injuries. We can let Mentastic escort him back to the shelter.
Don't worry, sir. You're perfectly safe now. These AGI mechas will escort you to a place of safety. Please go to the shelter.
You mean these machines? You're not coming?
I'm sorry. We still have lots of rescuing to do, and every second is vital.
All right. But I must remind you, I just saw the monsters. They killed a bunch of people.
Oh, yeah, that's why we're here.
Lying on the ground like that.
To save
I couldn't do
people from
anything.
being killed.
It's okay. We won't allow anything like that to happen here again.
I mean, look what we're wearing. We're
That's
equipped.
amazing.
We got a girl
Best
with
of
a
luck,
coffin
man.
on her back. She's sending a message. The nervous-looking man bows reverently toward the group. Word that others have been killed by the monsters brings a hardness back to everyone's face.
Administrator,
This isn't the time to slow down. Let's keep moving. All right, all right, all right. The Undertaker. Arriving in the disaster zone, the team noticed something acting weirdly. Someone acting weirdly. They decided to investigate.
A human being is an assembled mass of contradictions.
Talk to him, Hell. Talk to him. Talk to him.
Humans have strongly defined emotions, which nevertheless can be discarded at will. Humans have the ability to experience pain beyond measure, and yet are cursed with the inability to forget it. This is why some people have decided to close their heart to compassion, the suffering of others, and the joys and tragedies of the human spirit. Yet, strangely, even such a drastic step does not heal old wounds, nor alleviate the pain afflicted by memories that cannot be forgotten.
Hell dropping
really
some,
all right, Miss Hell?
drops a message, man.
To be blunt, there's absolutely no reason you have to accept this sudden request.
Oh, Glaganti is the
What I
the
mean
AI
is,
coffin.
these
What the
people
hell?
don't
That's
deserve your
crazy.
help.
Silent Gangladi.
Gangladi.
Just a mission.
Gangladi. Ganglading the nanny remaining. The girl with the silver hair and purple eyes lifts her head toward some place unfathomably far away as her head clenches in front of her chest. Oh.
How can we walk this far without seeing anything?
Senkubo nonchalantly kicks a stone from the vanguard of the group. The kick echoes quite far across the ruined municipal district. She's probably starting to get boring, since she didn't get any chance to shoot anything for quite a while.
Here has gotten a lot
That
worse.
was bad grammar.
Administrator, are you reading any nearby life signals?
Should have been bored, not boring. Very faintly, and since a moment ago, the fog is getting so thick and I'm having trouble pinging their location.
I don't know why, but I'm getting a really bad feeling about this.
Burr's premonitions were quickly confirmed. Oh, Burr's? Okay.
Senkibo, are you all right?
Glad I can just shorthand her name to Burr. The fog clears to reveal a terrifying scene of destruction on closer approach. We see what are undoubtedly human remains strewn across the road. The savagery of the attack has everyone of the group clutching their
What happened?
feet.
Must be the victims that guy talked about.
I think I'm picking up nearby life signals. We need to check them. Alright.
Operation.
When there's a long pause right there, that's when you know it's supposed to transition to the gameplay.
Oh, found one!
And he's still breathing. Hey, try not to move. I'll help you stop the bleeding.
So cold. Is it winter already? It's coming. It took everyone. Now it's my turn. It's so cold.
I'm sorry, Admin. We're too late.
Damn. Rest in peace.
Hey, wake up! Can you hear me?
Who are you?
We're here to save you.
Oh, they didn't. They decided not to make a new PNG for the injured person.
I don't want to
Oh.
die! Get away from me!
Injured man escaped.
Hey, it's dangerous over there.
Stop him. We can't let him get himself hurt.
Damn Visbanes, get out of my way!
Targets in sight. Start eliminating. Utterly annihilated. Ashes to ashes.
And it looks like by the time you're done,
No, you're just like it!
I got a little country accent in him. It looks like when you're done firing off all your shots in cannon form, you can the cooldown on your skill 1 or skill 2 should be almost done.
Hey, get back here!
I'm ready to use.
Hurry up! We gotta get him!
Stay alert and watch your surroundings.
Utterly annihilated. Let me borrow that. Target eliminated.
So let me count here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you can get 1 extra shot, or 2 extra shots with the yellow Aether code and Functor.
Wait! He's gone into the ruins!
Stay alert and watch your surroundings. Full moon!
Execute mission.
How are they getting trapped? That's what I want to know. I don't know how they're getting trapped.
Mission finished.
Is that part of the stage, or is that part of, or is that something else doing? The fog is pretty crazy. When I suddenly realized something's not right and stopped, I was already surrounded by these thick fogs. I can almost feel the water droplets sticking to my skin, and it's not pleasant. I can't hear anyone now. It's quiet, too quiet. I get the sense I've been separated from my teammates. What happened? Burr? Can you hear me? No response. The last thing I remember before I blacked out is some white butterfly flying toward me. I'm not sure when it appeared or when it vanished. Another phantom. Oh right, that man running away.
Please, please, let me go! I'm a human! A human!
I love these voice lines, man. My thoughts are interrupted by a terrifying scream. I run to the source of the cry as fast as my legs can carry me, disregarding the feedback from my exhausted lungs. Feedback. The fog dissipates as I close in. What I'm seeing is way beyond my expectation. A girl with silver hair carrying a heavy black coffin on her shoulders is standing amidst the ruins with her hair flapping in the breeze. Long guns are stretching out of the coffin and are aimed squarely at the odd guy who was fleeing earlier. Something mechanical seemed to be growing out of his putrid mass of writhing flesh. The transformation process smells almost as bad as it sounds. What is she doing to him?
Eliminating target.
Oh, wow. The pull of the triggers and noise of the gun swallow up the creature's malformed sentence. Falls down. I looked at the girl's face, seeking some sort of emotion, and find none. What are you doing? The dark muzzles turned towards me from behind the silver-haired lady. I had no doubt I would have been torn to shreds if I'd move a muscle. This is the very moment I bring back the memory of a combination of a silver-haired girl and a black coffin. Like he draws a connection. It's like, it's you. I'm the administrator from the general office. Are you also a modifier? I once saw you in the command room. Can you tell me what happened?
He was no longer a human and had to be eliminated.
At least now the lady appears to have let her guard down somewhat, although not her weapon. I follow her gaze to the thoroughly destroyed corpse, which, just as she said, has transformed itself from an apparent human to a hunk of now lifeless metal. An encroacher victim? How did you know? He seemed normal to me just now.
There was something simulated about his emotions.
Simulated?
His apparent terror and helplessness were clearly simulated.
She said if you acting like an
I
NPC.
could feel the lack of soul within his body.
Getting done. I see. Thank you.
Thank me.
You act like an NPC, you get shot
It's
on
my
sight. Oh no, if I had chosen to save him like I'd wanted to, I would have ended up the same. So I really have to thank you. The silver-haired girl cocks her head to the one side as if to reevaluate me, then shakes it, retracting all her black firearms. My palpable sense of relief shows okay. But she has no interest in continuing our conversation. She turns around to head back into the fog. Wait, I don't even know your name.
Undertaker Squad. Hell.
She gave him her whole government name. She then disappears into the mist, leaving me at a loss for what to do next. To make matters worse, I feel a weird feeling in my chest. An emotion rather inappropriate to me. A kind of wistful sadness mixed with grief emanates from the same point in my chest where last night I had dreamed the black butterfly entered me. This sudden, inexplicable onrush of sadness and pain threatens to overwhelm my senses. My legs want to crumble under me, but a hand reaches out from behind to steady me at the last minute.
Administrator, are you alright?
Poseidon, I'm saved.
You just disappeared on us, Administrator. We couldn't reach you on comms. We've all been really worried.
That's right. Good thing we didn't lose you altogether.
Yep. Sorry, it's that weird fog. How'd the mystery go?
Everything's fine. Mimir just notified us that the entire sector has stabilized. Apparently, thanks to some outside help, the rescue operation wrapped up super fast.
That's good. Is that so? Wonderful. Why Poseidon looking at me like that though?
Anyway, we'd better be getting back.
I nod while glancing in the direction Hel departed into the fog. Is that the fluttering of butterfly wings near my ears? That's it.
A place of rest. I'm fine with anything, anywhere. Everything vanishes in the end anyway. What's the difference? It's taken a lifetime of loss to make me realize it's better to have never gained at all. Never entertain hopes beyond your station or seek intimacy with others, and you'll be just fine.
Are you really okay, Miss Hel? It's the third time you've returned here this month.
I'm fine. Don't worry about me.
So, Gladdy is like a butler, basically. Or he sounds like Alfred. The world apparent to Hel's eyes and the home apparent to her. The world apparent to Hel's eyes and the home apparent to her memories were very far apart indeed. The funeral parlor appears to have been completely abandoned in the years since. Virtually nothing remains.
Nothing is the same anymore, right?
It's not like you to say that, Gangladdy.
Gangladdy,
Miss Hel.
Sorry.
But I'm afraid we must be going.
God damn.
Miss Hel.
Why she sighed that? Why she sighed that loud? Holy shit. Like, damn, girl. You're dead inside. It can't be that serious. It's quite late by the time I return to the shelter. I end the prearranged phone call with Shu and allow myself a long sight relief.
The situation has stabilized, Administrator?
Yes, much better now. Shu's a lot more relieved about the whole thing. But it's happened so suddenly, Korg hasn't had time to arrange a proper takeover. We might have to stay here a while longer.
What? Are you kidding me? That's gonna be so boring.
Yep.
It's just another mission. Everyone had better rest up then. Especially you, Administrator. You don't look so well. Is it that phantom butterfly thing?
Wait, what? Do you mean that urban legend that people meet ghost butterflies? Sounds really cool.
Can it, Zenki? The Administrator needs some rest too.
All right then.
Don't worry about me. I'm fine. Just a little bit tired.
You don't need to push yourself if you're not feeling totally fine.
Night had arrived at some point to snuff out the last hint of sunlight, yet the well-lit shelter remains as crowded and busy. I'm thinking how I can make myself useful when the cacophony around me vanishes all of a sudden. What is this? Another vision of the phantom butterflies, an innumerable host of the otherworldly, luminescent creatures hovering around the camp, glowing with a kind of sad inner light. I find myself stop there. I feel myself grow faint under an unexplained rush of vertigo. I am trying to fight it with a sudden tender slap on the back. I am trying to fight it when a sudden tender slap on the back snaps me out of the light-filled reverie. Oh, it's Welts.
You okay?
Fine, thank you. Oh, I remember you. I saw you during the day.
I don't think I properly introduced myself. My name is Zeri. I'm a psychiatrist working in the Duskfall area.
I guess that's more unique
I
than
wanted to thank you
Zachary,
for saving
but
me.
Zeri.
Oh, nothing except that you looked a
She
little
thought I said her
discouraged
name.
there. Do you feel all right?
I'm fine. Just a bit of lightheadedness, that's all.
Looking at you, I can't help but ask. Did you see the phantom butterflies?
Huh?
Don't
That one meme.
misunderstand me.
Huh?
I just couldn't help overhearing your conversation. I've seen the same symptom pop up in my practice of late, but haven't located a consistent cause. Maybe we could talk it through. I could help you find some way of dealing with it.
Something about the proposal excited the doctor, who shakes my hand firmly without further ado. Okay, doctor. I'm not going to say it because it's going to pop the other person's name. Describe your experience. Okay. What do you think? Helpful?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid you may be a special case. It's also the first I've heard of this black butterfly phenomenon.
Black butterfly phenomenon. I'm as surprised as you are. Must be like ghost sightings. Most people never see anything like that.
Ghost sightings, you say? Maybe it's better if they really exist.
The black-attired doctor turns, disappointed to the framed picture on the table containing a photo of a beautiful girl in a white dress. Something wrong, doctor? Is Hel his daughter or something?
Sorry. Just some old memories.
Imagine.
Apologies. I wanted to help you, but I'm afraid I may not be up to the task.
No problem. You did the best you could.
Thanks. Can I give you some mild sedatives?
Sedatives.
I doubt you've been sleeping well recently, correct? By the way, the place that voice mentioned in your dreams, you might want to look into that. It could be what you're looking for.
Okay. Got it. It's late by the time I exit the clinic and I return to my room. I've been thinking of what to do, but my fatigue quickly overwhelms me. I popped the sedative, I guess. I don't know. The brilliant canopy of light covered with black dots returns, as well as a sense of distant swaying figure. I just can't see that figure clearly. I try to take a step forward toward a shadowy figure within the light, but it looks like I've been absolutely fixed into place. My legs don't respond at all. The small figure walks towards me. I recognize her face, but not the positive, vivacious energy reflected in it. I'm having a hard time believing in what I'm seeing. Hell?
My little Helena, what's wrong?
I hear the gentle voice of another lady from somewhere behind me and turn to look at its source. A girl in a black dress is sitting next to a table. her hands holding some sort of incomplete piece of art and a tool.
Handicrafts again, sister?
Yes. See the butterflies I made? Do you like it?
I like them. Just as beautiful as you.
When did you get so sweet? I'm sure you'll be much more beautiful than me, Helena, when you grow up.
You'll wait for me, right?
Oh, silly goose. Didn't we promise? We'll always be together. Always.
Together forever. There's that sense of strong alienation again, reminding me forcefully that this dream, however real it seems, does not belong to me. The sound vanishes as the brilliance dims into shadow. The figures likewise disappear into a puff of smoke. The black butterfly reappears, albeit much more faded than when I first saw it.
If you can see me, then please come to the place filled with white flowers. I have something I want to tell you.
I want you to know that it's I sit up slowly from my bed, blinking in a confused daze while I try to separate the dream from reality. There's a deep sense of discomfort and unease radiating from my chest. A breath of fresh air on the balcony might help. And then go take a smoke break. I push the balcony door open. The fresh air helps somewhat to reorder my muddled thoughts. That's when I first noticed someone else is here with me. At some point, Hel must have taken it upon herself to sit on the side of the rooftop. Her gaze is fixed to some far-off point over the horizon, almost as if she hadn't noticed my presence. I'm strongly reminded of Helena's face from my dream when I look at her silver hair and purple eyes. The resemblance is uncanny. Helena? I say it without realizing. I've stopped the girl in her tracks. Her eyes focus upon me. I can see lines of stress forming around those nearly emotionless pupils.
I remember you. That weirdo. From today. Where did you hear that name?
In a dream. What name?
Helena. That was my old name.
The silver-haired girl is now standing right in front of me. Cold light reflecting. My head still hurts. I'm not up to this kind of intense conversation. All I can do is put my feelings into simple words. Wait, just calm down a moment, Hel. I heard it from my dream.
From your dream?
It's like, why are you dreaming about me, you creep? I know that sounds a bit hard to believe. But I saw a girl in my dream. She looked a lot like you, and the other lady called her by that name.
The other lady?
What was her name? Yes, a gentle lady wearing a black dress. I think her name was Venna. Hel squints at you with a ferocious intensity at the mention of this name.
You saw her?
It's like, get her name out your fucking mouth. You know her then, Hel? Bro, why is her sighs and gasps so goddamn loud compared to the rest of her dialogue?
Once family.
Once. If she's your sister, ain't she family forever?
Away some time ago.
Oh, I guess that's another term of saying she passed away. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. I had no idea.
It's alright. Plus, even if she were alive, she wouldn't consider me her sister any longer.
That's crazy. An unsettling silence fills the air. I wasn't quite sure how to respond. Something within me feels deeply unsettled by that comment. Then, whose voice am I hearing?
What do you mean, voice?
I remember it very clearly. I'm sure I heard a voice in my dream, like it could be your sister's. So does that mean I'm having a conversation with a ghost?
There are also a number of eyewitness reports of butterfly sightings prior to the ghost of an old acquaintance or loved one. But it seems you have no experience of that particular symptom, have you, Administrator?
Oh. It comes back around. A ghost. I haven't know. Is that another common illusion then?
Not really. Eyewitnesses all report conversations with their ghosts, reflecting some sort of actual consciousness. You could call that a kind of spirit.
Conversation with someone's deceased spirit. Reminds me of something that happened in Sasanami.
But this is a
Sasanami.
little different. Reports here mainly revolve around some kind of spiritual entity.
I connected dots in my head well enough to give a rather logical presentation to a surprise hell. I explained to her on the phantom butterfly phenomenon and my own recent experiences with it. If we can believe people seeing the phantom butterflies can communicate with ghosts, communicate? Really? Communicate with ghosts. Then does that indicate maybe the black butterfly I saw could be?
The spirit of my sister.
The spirit of your sister. Correct. My first thought.
Take me to her.
Hell? You forget the part that I was talking to a ghost? I mean, got it, but the only hint she left was to find her in a place filled with white flowers. I have no idea where to even begin looking for that. You're her sister, so you probably know. Hell drags me out of there before I have a chance to compose myself. We soon find ourselves heading off into the darkness. Alright. And on to the next part. Okay. Unlocks after completing Hell. Tomb of the Butterfly Cemetery. Funeral Butterfly. So this is the... Okay, never mind. It's not voiced. It may be midnight, but for people... Oh, I cling to the illumination provided by the old street lamps that bathes my pallid face in alternate flashes of faded yellow. Black and yellow, black and yellow. But nothing can help alleviating my... Nothing can help.
Sorry, I'm not sure whether your body is up for this next step. Miss Hell may feel otherwise, but I do not wish to waste our time on your account.
Well, damn. Well, if you then. You make out a low moan from the black coffin. Perhaps it was unhappy about having an extra person. Hey, I'm just a human. You almost threw me off.
Is that so? I think we could move a bit faster. Miss Hell wouldn't mind.
Gang laddie, quiet.
Yo, this butler is sassy. Hell seems to have had enough. The acid-tongued coffin shuts up. We left from the shelter in Einsoft West around 15 minutes ago, but we're in a relatively underdeveloped area, fully out of reach of the city's bright lights. Underdeveloped is perhaps not the right word. Few buildings dot the landscape here and there. I noticed an old street sign and can just make out the faded words. Cryptos Cemetery. Where are we, Hell?
Where my sister was buried.
Damn. So saying Hell makes her way up the hilly path near old gravestones covered in moss. It sure seems no one comes here anymore. The blackness of night feels twice as desolate and lonely in a place like this. Noticing that I am falling behind, I race up to keep up with Hell. Many of the gravestones by the cemetery roadside are totally covered by falling leaves. I shudder as my overactive imagination begins thinking of all the horrifying things one could find by peeling back the layers of nature. We're not there yet, are we, Elle?
Not yet.
How much further do we have to go?
A lot further.
Damn, I skipped that dialogue. But the comfort turns cold as soon as I hear a strange noise in the wind. Eek. I leap forward, realizing only afterward the true source of that weird sound. Myself. I had been frightened by a piece of already rather well decomposed leaf. Ella's staring at me, confused.
Right?
I'm about to say, yeah, we stepped on a leaf or something. It's nothing. I was just scared.
Just leaves.
Look, man, we're out here in the middle of nowhere.
Honestly?
Talking about ghosts and shit. Alright. Seeing as she'd probably pigeonholed me for an oddball, I figured there's no point defending myself and turned instead to look for traces of the black butterfly. I feel a kind of warmth emanate from my chest that seems that if it is guiding me towards somewhere deeper, I feel a kind of warmth emanate from my chest that seems as if it is guiding me towards somewhere deeper in the graveyard. Let's get it. Let's get it. What is it? Wish you could tell me how long I've been streaming for. Oh, right there. For an hour. Alright. Let's keep going then. There's a butterfly. If it's not voice, I'm just gonna skip it. Open the gates. Or following the black butterfly.
Let's go.
Okay.
Operation.
Took so long to get into an actual battle, my controller turned off. I like the spread shot. I don't really see a point of using the skill too, besides just to get the divine grace energy and just damage off, you know. Oh, you know what? I think it's A Zenkubo. A Zenkubo's trapping them.
Mission finished. Anything else?
That's funny. Sugi did more damage than me. Oh, place brewing with divine grace. Charge your weapons here. Okay. Guess I'll take that then. Sure. Oh, okay. I didn't even notice the that button. So we use our gun here to shoot the rock. And now we can grab this chest. So I guess you had to be like, right up on it. So why can't we go here? Along abandoned gate. Unreachable. Okay. I want to look at...
Let's go.
Okay, I'm ready.
All right, never mind. I wanted to see what the ultimate skill chain was. Comment skill chains. Plan. No, I can't do it from there. Okay.
Operation begins. Utterly annihilate. Execute mission.
Yeah, I think it's Senkubo that's doing that.
Targets in sight. Start eliminating.
despite being long range, some of her skills are mid range, so I can't like shoot from across the map.
Mission finished. Anything else?
What's this? A rusty switch? Looks like it can be used to control something. Okay. Okay, so it's direction based. So you gotta go all the way back here, refill, come back down here, go this way. Oh, I see. It's so you can look in the right direction. So we do this instead, right? And if we oh, I see. Like this. There you go. No. Oh. There we go. Okay, so that's how they're gonna do the puzzles here. Directions. Directions. Let me grab this real quick. So it looks like you get those things I was talking about for that other game mode. What? Seriously? I trusted you, you damn butterfly. Oh, can this purify me? Cleanse. Alright, let's go back here.
Operation begins.
She's kind of like, I don't even know, man. Like, I was gonna say, like, she's kind of in the same boat as Janae, like, sub DPS. You're usually not gonna be the person dealing the most damage. Your AI units are, but they're telling me that she's supposed to be a DPS machine, like a really good damage dealer, but I just don't see it. At least from my testing, I just don't really feel like she's putting in that work. Actually, yeah, it's 146k crit though. Oh yeah, it's skill 3. Skill 3 is the damage. Yeah, skill 3 is what's giving is the bulk of her damage.
Anything else?
I don't know. That's kind of weird, because at least with Osiris, right? Like her burst, like her skill 3 in the underworld mode is definitely the biggest part of her damage, but at least like it feels like you're doing something. With Hel, it's like you kind of feel like you're doing, like, you're just like chipping away at her health until you get enough divine grace to really maximize the use of that cannon, you know? So I don't really like that. This is kind of weird to me. No, no, no. God damn it. No, stop. I wish. I'm good. I thought the gate opened from the other side. That's why I was trying to press it. Or tap it. It doesn't open at all. Okay. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Graveyard key. Oh, that's how you do that. Yeah, so you need a certain key for the gate. If you don't have the key, you can't open the gate. So we can't shoot in that direction, but we can shoot in this direction. So we'll go this way. Hit the butterfly. Can't go that way. Grab this. So now we can shoot this. Refill over here. Oh, damn. Hopefully that's the last thing we need. I think it is. Yeah, okay. Let's shoot this. And then shoot this. Technically we don't need to fight this stage, but we'll do it anyways just to get more gameplay out of Hela. Out of Hell.
Begins. Utterly annihilate. Time to end.
Yeah. Picking about 60% of her health every time. I must have a modifier that gives me my full Divine Grace after I exit modified mode. The aiming's a little junky. I will say that. So you are using the analog stick.
Let me borrow that. Target eliminated.
Oh, you're not dead.
It's so warm.
I have to say, I was about to. I picked up my drink. I'm like, he's finished.
Mission finished. Anything else?
I didn't know where the bulk of her damage is coming from. I kind of don't mind it. Still not my favorite playstyle, right? But I don't mind that she does like nothing until you shoot in the turret form. Like the base damage increase doesn't really feel that impactful from the functor. Like this is her gameplay with the functor on, I'm pretty sure. So what's really doing it for me is the extra Divine Grace energy, or the reduction in Divine Grace energy you use every time you use your cannon, right? Because I'm getting like 8+ shots with the functor plus the Aether code. Okay, so you get spill cubes from the Calamity Codex, right? That's what they call it, Calamity Causality Survey like mode, via Tomb of the Butterfly. And then this is just some sort of buff system, I'm guessing. It says start analysis. What faction is Hel? Yggdrasil? Or Olympus? I think she's Olympus actually. She's Yggdrasil. Okay. And while we're here, let me check out her skill chain. So we're dealing shadow damage. Yep. increases everybody's shadow damage by 30%. Also deals light damage. So she's so a Zenkubo is a light damage dealer. Gotcha. And then she also increases everybody's light damage by 30%. Okay. Light and dark. She does help out this version of Tsukuyomi because she deals shadow damage. Okay. So if I go to the Bun analyzer. Okay, it tells me right here. So Uku created this device to deal with the spill out. It is capable of collecting and analyzing spilled data. The data analysis produces gen zone energy, which in turn enhances the device. The Bun analyzer is made of 1 core component and 5 gen zone components. The core component provides an initial combat buff for modifiers of all gen zones. This buff does not improve. So it's one buff, one-time buff. It's there forever, but you can't improve upon the buff. The gen zone components grant and upgrade buffs by analyzing spill cubes. These buffs apply only to modifiers of the corresponding gen zone. The Bun analyzer is only effective in Tomb of the Butterfly, Disaster Zone Sweep, and Phantom from the past modes. Okay, so this is just a passive damage buff. Okay. I love how since Hel is Yggdrasil and she mainly depends on how much Divine Grace energy she gets, that the Yggdrasil buff is mainly focused on charge rate. That's hilarious. But everybody else's damage, I'm pretty sure, right? So like, yeah, Shinnow's get normal damage buff, Niall's crit damage buff, Olympus multiplier, or maybe it's aligned with their actual gen zone modifier buffs when you have 2 or 3 people of the same faction. That might be it actually, because I do remember something about damage up with Shinno modifiers. I go to character trials here and we look at this version. Shinno's number of Shinno's get more damage based on the number of enemies and then deal damage to enemies equal to a certain percentage. Olympus do get the index modifier. I did remember that. Crit damage for Niall. And combat resources. Okay, so everything lines up except for like Shinno getting increasing normal damage. And Asterism maybe. If it does mention anything about like defense ignoring for Asterism, then I guess elite enemies or above technically have more defense, so I guess that's synonymous with defense ignoring damage. But okay, cool. So assuming as you keep going, then you can actually do this. Okay. All right. I think we'll stop there in terms of the story event. What I want to do now is to see if after we complete the hazard zone, this week's hazard zone, will we get a reset? shadow damage, modifying charge speed, divine grace. Wow, all these buffs are just made for hell. Yeah, I need a farm where.
Well, let's get this mission started.
I don't know, man. I'm still on the offense for summoning for hell because I just know I want to get Hera and her Funker. I'll say I don't see any damage. I don't see any telegraphs here. They're still getting damage on me.
Not so often
Kinda
we
weird.
work together. Focus on the battle. Yeah. Ninjutsu, shadow strike.
Yeah, honestly, I feel like, you know, Hell's English voice isn't that bad, but like the only voice like at a standard roster I can stand is Janae's. Like everybody else is kind of yikes.
Well, let's get this mission started. Blazing glance. Careful. I don't think they're just here to say hello. Just a bunch of chumps. Ninjutsu unleashed. Here's my answer. Thanks for the support.
I hate that voice line. What kind of line is that? Here's my answer. Get the f out of here, bro.
Reward, admin?
Also that. It's probably also why you would run English stuff. Virginia. Hello.
Well, let's get this mission started. Blazing glance. Eclipse feathers, scatter. Sword is my mother. Vanish. Swift as the wind. Flash move. Here's my answer. Thanks for the support. Do I get a reward, admin?
Sure. I usually run Tsukiyomi as my lead. I'll run Janae this time. It's also this Aether Zone stage, which is not bad. It's like 3 sets of bosses here.
An enemy. Right on time. Flash move.
I just wish Janae's skill set had more AoE capabilities like Tsukiyomi's.
Path of ninjutsu infinite in force.
Oh, wasted that.
Here's my answer. Thanks for the support. Easy peasy. Ninjutsu unleashed. Slay them all. Sword is my mark. Not
I didn't realize you could change the combination of the skill.
Ninjutsu,
before you even use it. So if you mess up, you can just wait until your cooldowns are over.
Eclipse feathers, scatter. Now. Blazing blast. An enemy. Here's my
Should be not the last set, but before we cross the bridge, this is the last
ninjutsu.
set of mob enemies.
Just a bunch of chumps.
The last section.
Not so often we work together. Focus on the battle. Yeah. Ninjutsu, shadow strike. Path of ninjutsu, infinite in force.
Here we go.
Show no mercy to the.
I didn't even know. I didn't even realize she was a woman.
Flash move. There. Swift as the wind. Not so often we work together. Focus on the battle. Yeah. Ninjutsu, shadow strike. Eclipse feathers, scatter. Slay all enemies of my lord. Sharpen my blade with your blood.
Oh, she sounds kind of fire in English.
Finish them.
I'm not doing too hot.
Ninjutsu, unleashed. Flash move. Here's my answer. Thanks for the support. I have nothing to fear so long as understand yin and yang, and you'll know.
Damn. Alright. My main team goes.
Shinri, unsheathing.
Arctic abyss will engrave your sins. Eclipse feathers, scatter.
Useless. Attune with your sword in your hand.
Be careful.
That's annoying. That's annoying. Truly. But, I just want to see.
Welcome
Oh yeah,
back.
we also have like new recurring dream stages, right? Change difficulty. I haven't done it this week, so it's fine. Yeah, so you have to wait, what? Unlocks on the next refresh after completing outphase stage. Outphase level stage in objective in 40. In 40 what? And then on next refresh after the highest points total for distorted dreams 1 reaches 37,000. Okay. Okay. So make sure to get at least 40 stars, I'm assuming, before Thursday.
Shinri, unsheathing.
So you won't see that effect until Thursday.
Arctic abyss will engrave your sins. Eclipse feathers, scatter.
everything I hold dear.
You don't want to take that damage.
Can escape the vast ocean's chill. Dual flow, slash.
Attune with your sword in your heart.
Sometimes if there's only one enemy left, you don't want to like kill him outright, so you like use him to just get your stacks for the next wave.
Tricks on everything. Zenbo, let's go. Understood. Quill, thunder.
Nothing can escape the vast ocean's chill.
Attune with your sword in your heart.
What's important? Art to the best and save your sins.
My fault, my fault. Notification just popped up somewhere.
Zenbo, let's go. Understood. Quill, thunder.
Nothing can escape the vast ocean's chill.
Swift as the wind. Blazing bright. Slay all enemies of my sword. Come, thunder. Sharpen my blade with your blood. My blade.
Yeah, looks like I'm sharpening the blade though. I think all the hazard zone cleaning zones have hazard zone cleaning stages have 3 bosses at the end or something crazy like that.
Art to the best will enslave your sins. Nothing can escape the vast ocean's
What?
chill.
I took half damage from her? How?
End this quickly.
Come, thunder. Slay all enemies of my lord. Vanish.
Oh, she made me freaking waste that. That's a bummer.
Let's go. Understood. Quill, thunder.
Art to the best will enslave your sins.
Attune with your sword in your heart.
End this quickly.
Eclipse feathers, scatter. Come, thunder. Slash.
Nothing can escape the vast ocean's chill.
Zenbo, let's go. Understood. Quill, thunder.
Arctic Abyss will enslave your sins.
How many strikes from my katana can you take?
My blades decide all. There. Eclipse feathers, scatter.
I'll follow Lord Shu.
Oh, he's still alive?
Useless.
I can't. Not yet.
Zenbo, let's go. Understood.
Okay, cool.
Quill, thunder. Vanish.
Alright, nice. We got 1 stack towards this next set of bosses.
Arctic Abyss
Oh, jeez. Yeah, like, why do auto dudes sound so epic? Like, for real. Oh, that was it? I thought there was 3 sets of bosses there.
I still have confusion in my mind, but victory shall be my guide.
That was difficulty 10, right? 2.2 mil. Nice. Or is that 22 mil? That's 22 mil. My bad. So go back to missions weekly. Okay. All right. Nice. So when I complete these, it should change the difficulty. Not change the difficulty. I should get an item. Maybe not yet. Maybe after I log in again. All right.
I'll do
Let's
whatever I can to help.
let me finish up leveling up Ace shoes
Well, I'm growing
thing.
increasingly proficient at this move.
Well, as much as I can, I guess. Okay, done.
I've accumulated combat experience. That's great news.
I can get it to 80 if I wanted to. Same with shoe. Or same with Senkubo. Okay. I'm gonna do that.
This has enriched my combat experience.
I'm all set and ready to go.
Damn, that literally took all my XP. That's crazy. Well, I guess that's fine. At least my main team is fully level 80 now. Should have been level 80 to be honest, to be fair, but yeah.
Understood.
I still need to get a 3rd set for her. Okay. Okay. All right. Well. Let me re-log in, see if it gives me that option in the mail. If it doesn't, then I guess we'll just wait until it resets in 3 days. And then we'll pick up
Welcome back, Administrator.
Yeah, no, nothing in the mail. Okay. I guess we'll pick things back up tomorrow to finish the event, since they do like to release these events at god awful times. And then there's a part 2, right? Which won't be available in 10 days. So a week and some change. Yeah. That's it. I guess hell is kind of growing on me. You gotta be like strategical when you enter your turret mode. One, you want to enter it when you have full divine grace energy, preferably when you, and also preferably after you use your ult. That way you get that 30% damage bonus, 30% shadow damage bonus throughout that entire cannon duration. And then also keep a safe distance, or at least use it during modified mode. That way, yes, you won't get knocked out of it, and you will have some damage reduction, but you know, you don't want to just sit there and get hit all the time, right? Yeah, actually, I haven't even like seen her ult just by herself. So her skill chain looks all right. The animation, not sure how good A rank Zenkubo is, but yeah, that's her partner, so I guess she'll just use her until Hades comes out, right? Does Hades have a skill chain with Zenkubo, or not Zenkubo, Hell? I don't think she does.
Hey, if
I think it's with that other A rank.
Yourself.
Hell, A rank Zenkubo, yep. And then Hades partner is also that other A rank Oneros. Okay. Yeah, I just can't wait for 2.0, man. Cannot wait. But this event is off to a great start. Story wise, already definitely more intrigued. It's not boring AF like the summer one, where it's like the generic, oh, we're shipwrecked, now we gotta just fight these monsters and wait for help to arrive, and oh wow, we got these sexy summer suits too. It's like, yeah, okay, all right, buddy. I like the summer costumes too, but like, can we get some story? Yeah. Gonna be from me. Hope y'all had a great time, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace.